Man, oh man, it's your boy Big T. You watching Big T TV. Okay, we just seen Kimora Lee Simmons going and Russell Simmons, and I was wondering, like, I grew up watching this family. You know what I'm saying? I remember the MTV Cribs. I remember all this, and I was just like, what happened? They were like the picture perfect family, even after the divorce. So I was like, I wanted to know, like, what happened to now to then. You know what I'm saying? From then to now. So I've been doing some research, and I come to find out that it's Russell Simmons, it's Kimora Lee Simmons, and it's her other husband, ex-husband Tim Lesnar. And who's Tim Lesnar? Tim Lesnar. He's a former Goldman Sachs investment banker, but he was sentenced to 10 years in a $2.7 billion bribery and money laundering scheme. And Tim Lesnar, bribery, money laundering, you can Google it yourself. So what happened was Russell Simmons sued Kimora Lee, saying, I'm going to read some stuff for you, saying basically she used some stocks for his bond. I'm going to read some stuff, okay? The Def Jam co-founder filed a complaint earlier this week. This is back in 2021, this article. The Def Jam co-founder filed a complaint earlier this week obtained by People, in which he claimed that Lee and Lesnar conspired to fraudulently transfer almost 4 million shares of the energy drink company Celsius to their accounts in order to help pay for Lesnar's legal and bail fees for a 2018 money laundering case in which he pleaded guilty. It also accuses the couple of breach of contract and breach of confidential relations. Simmons and Lee were married in 1998 to 2009, despite breaking up in 2006 and having maintained a friendly relationship ever since, according to People, as both business partners and co-parents of their 2 daughters, Ming and Aoki. In 2016, Lee and her now husband joined Simmons' investment company, New Horizon, which is allegedly how these problems all began in the filing. Simmons quoted a letter he wrote to Lee in an attempt to reaffirm my 50% of the Celsius shares without getting the court involved. Throughout my entire decades-long partnership with you, I've done everything and anything to protect and promote your family, he wrote. I have never said no to any request and have always gone against my own counsel to offer up much more than any judge would ever require me in order to keep the peace. I am shocked and saddened to see how your side has behaved in response to my repeated attempts to get an agreement from you rightfully and legally reaffirm my 50% of the Celsius shares, which has been locked up with the government after being used for husband's bail money. It's a longer article. This is where I think the beef stems from, this situation. Okay, so basically, Tim Lesnar got locked up on $1 billion money laundering scheme against Malaysia, and Russell Simmons is accusing Kimora Lee of using 4 million of the drink Celsius shares to put it up for bail for Tim Lesnar. Well, it looks like they went to court over this, right? Make sure you guys are following the page. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you're liking this. And comment down below what you think at the conclusion of the video. Well, it looks like this is from November 22nd, 2022. Okay, and this is what happened when they went to court about this situation. The ongoing court battle between former couple Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons has finally come to an end, leaving the Def Jam co-founder on the hook for over $100,000. According to Radar Online, the pair recently appeared in Los Angeles Superior Court, where the judge granted a motion for payment of attorney fees brought by Lee. In court documents, Simmons has been ordered to pay $83,000 in legal fees and an additional $53,000 to cover the cost his ex-wife spent on preparing her motion. The total amount to $100,773.37. The mogul has 30 days to pay in full. The judgment result from Lee filing a countersuit against Simmons in July after he sued her and her estranged husband, Timothy Lesnar. In October 2001, Simmons accused Lee and Lesnar, having her investment banker ex, of stealing stocks he owned without permission. Radar Online reported that Simmons claimed to work with Lee and Lesnar on a company called New Horizon Investment Group. The company owned majority stock in the energy drink Celsius. The 65-year-old entrepreneur states that unbeknownst to him, his ex used 4 million shares as collateral. Shares were allegedly used when she posted a bond when Lesnar was caught up in money laundering scandal. As the New York Times reported, to avoid prison time, the former Goldman Sachs banker pled guilty to his involvement in swindling almost $4 billion from individuals in Malaysia, including the plea deal. He also agreed to pay back $44 million. $44 million. That sounds like he got off for the cheap. Simmons believes Lesnar's desperation to avoid jail time and the massive amount of restitution owed was motive behind the theft. However, the couple denied misuse of the shares. Lee's lawyers provided a statement at the time. Defendants used Celsius shares for purpose of bond in connection with federal case. Lee understood and believed that defendants were authorized to use the shares for the bond. The shares were being held by the government at the time of the original lawsuit. Simmons also filed a breach of contract claim against Lee. However, because Lee proved that Simmons sold off his part of the shares before she attempted to use hers for Lesnar's bond, she was not in breach of said contract. The claim was dismissed, and Lee is now recovering her legal fees she incurred for defending herself. So she won the case, guys. It looks like he sold off all his shares before this went down. So I'm assuming this is where the beef started from, and this is probably where it all went bad. I don't know. Comment down below what you think. Tell me if you think Russell Simmons is dead wrong. Tell me if you think Kimora Lee, she can't be wrong because she won the case. I mean, but if that's your opinion, let me know. But I'm Big T, and I'm out.